Kia ora. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my monthly update. If you can hear me or if you can see me, hello, Zoe. If you can hear me or see me, I guess, can you please say hello in a chat box so I know you guys can hear me? Oh, cool. Thumbs up. Perfect. Thank you so much. Just a quick heads up, we are live on Facebook and YouTube as well for those that cannot log in into Zoom, but my participants, I don't think people can see you. I'm just going to pin myself to the wall. Pin. Awesome. So let me just deal with this. Cool. Just double checking everything is working everywhere where it should be. Awesome. All right, and usually my updates are very nice and quick, sharp. I don't like sitting there taking forever out of your time. We're all busy people. This is really just to keep you up to date what's happening in the property market, especially if you are looking to buy your first home or your investment property. For the past months, in the last 4 weeks, a lot has happened in the New Zealand market. And you can see a lot of it in the news in terms of other prices going up, other prices going down, the rates going up, the rates going down, the rates going up. The petrol is going up. So just really trying to understand where the future is heading. Quick disclaimer, I am not a psychic. I don't have all the answers in the world, so I can't really tell you what the future will be. All I can say is what happened in the last 4 weeks in the financial market for us as mortgage brokers, and what does it mean to you as a borrower. So without further ado, I've got a little agenda I want to talk to you about. So the first one is CCCFA rules, and they're going to be easing up. So a lot of us kicked up a huge stink about these rules affecting our first home buyers. And not just first home buyers, but also a lot of investors found themselves in a bit of a heat. A lot of older people that want to just borrow a little bit of money, renovate the property and maybe sell to make more money out of it. They found themselves in a position where they can't do it. So we all went to the government. We said, this is not cool, let's change it. And looks like they have started the process to ease it. This is not going to be an overnight thing that will just happen. So we need another few months. A lot of rumor that by June, hopefully around June, we will get a few changes kick in. But I can already sense from the banks that they have started to ease. For instance, one of the examples, before when we submit the application, they would ask us, we need to see all the proof of all the insurances and all the insurance policies and documents and how much premiums they're paying. In the past, we could just say, this is how much they're paying, and the bank would believe us. Now they actually wanted to see your actual policies, your actual premiums, and all of that sort of jazz. Now, when we're sending the applications a week later, from the news that CCFA is changing, they actually relaxed a bit and they're saying, okay, we'll just believe your word. If this is what they're paying, and we can see it sort of coming out from their bank account, we'll just believe you. Same applies to some of your other expenses, like under closing, for instance, under your shopping, we would put that you spend $100 a month. They said to me the other day, one of the lenders, we'll just believe your word. If this is how much they put down on the application, we'll just believe your word and we'll just go with it. They're not going to sit anymore and check each expense one by one. Like you see sometimes the articles, the headlines, oh, someone got their mortgage rejected because of their Kmart purchases. Hopefully that's not going to be the case anymore. So that's really good news. So what it means is that in the past 3 months, we've seen the market cool down a bit. Before, houses were selling within, let's say, 28 days. Now they're taking longer to sell. So the median days that it takes the property to sell has now moved to 42 days. So 42 days takes to sell a house. And I think it is because due to those rules being so tightened up, the banks have been a bit stricter on our clients. But if the rules ease up, I feel like the houses will sell a bit faster and the market will start moving a little bit. So if you are in the market to buy a house right now, and if you've got an approval, go and buy the house now, because now the prices have come down a little bit, 50K, maybe less than what they were 3 months ago. This is your golden opportunity to buy the house, because I feel like and again, I'm not a psychic, but just my feeling and my observation, I feel like in 3 months' time, in June, we're going to get to a point where the borders have opened up. A lot of people are going to come to New Zealand. A lot of people that will have good jobs, good money, good cash. The prices will jump back up again. So whoever is selling 50K less now, I feel like it will be 50K more in 3 months' time. So if you are looking to buy a house, I think this is your window. Buy the house now within the 3 months. Because otherwise, I feel like we're just going to go back up to where we were, to that crazy times. And another reason for that, I feel like, is the building materials and supplies. We're having massive issues with that. A lot of builds are stalling. We're not able to complete a lot of builds because when I say we, I'm talking about the whole New Zealand. I'm not talking about myself building houses. So we are not able to build houses enough, fast enough. So that's going to be, again, creating a lot of interest for people buying existing stock versus new builds. So yeah, if you do have questions as I'm talking, please feel free to put them in the chat and then I'll come back to you. Now, tonight's going to be a funny night. I didn't have enough time to put my kid to sleep. So you may hear some noises in the background and I do apologize for that. Right. Now, one thing that changed with the banks, another update from the lenders, is servicing rates. So a lot of you know, when I talk to you about your mortgage pre-approvals and stuff like that, I say, look, I need to run it through calculators and see what it's like. Some of you may not know, but those calculators have servicing rates behind the scenes. So what it means is that when we say Mary and John are buying a house and they want to borrow, they need 500K. I can't do this. I know. Do you wanna give an update with me? Yep. No, you don't want to come. So if Mary and John are buying a house for 500K, we used to assess the day rates at 6.5. So for instance, the rates were 2%, 3%, 4% in the market at that point. We were still assessing them at 6.5% behind the scenes. So if the economy were to go north, then we know Mary and John are going to be okay. That Mary and John are going to be okay and they're going to still be able to repay the mortgage. Now, what happened in the last few weeks is that a lot of banks have started to increase their servicing rates. So what it means for you, for the first-home buyers, is that, or second buyers, or whoever is buying a house, is that you may not be able to borrow as much. Right. So, for instance, that could have an effect of about 50 to 100K borrowing power. So again, my message to those that already have pre-approval in place, try to buy a house now, because when we run if your pre-approval expires and we have to rerun the application, we will be rerunning them at much higher servicing rates. So servicing rate now about 6.9, 6.85. So they went up about 0.3%, 0.5 to 0.3% between the banks. And I guess it's just the bank's way of anticipating that everything is going up, the inflation is going up, and they don't want to see people suffer. Yeah, so one of the clients is writing that there is a lot of issues with the supply of construction materials. We have been waiting for more than 3 months to get our windows done. And that's going to be the picture across. That's going to be the picture across the board with everyone, you know, whether you're renovating or whether you're building, it's going to get harder and harder to get the supplies. But hopefully things will improve as the world will return to normal. If you want to ask me something, please do. Normally this runs for about 15 minutes, so I open up the floor as well for all the questions and answers. Don't be shy if there is something burning. Let me just check if there are any questions there. No, sometimes. Oops, I closed it by accident. All right. Yeah, so I do apologize for some intrusion today. The other thing that's been going on with the banks is they are taking longer than usual because also of COVID. A lot of the staff members are sick. So if you are looking to put an offer on properties, do allow for more finance time. So just as I was talking to the agents, they are preparing clients more and more now that seeing finance conditions actually a normal thing. Before, when the market was heated and it used to be a seller's market, the agents would put you aside and say, hey, don't put any conditions, or don't put as many conditions, or try to put maybe finance condition of 1 day or 2 day or whatever. But now they actually open to 10 days. Be quiet. Story of my life. So yeah, just don't be pushed by agents not to put any conditions. Have the conditions there to protect yourself. Right, what else do we need? What is the average price drop on the housing market? To be honest, when I looked at the stats, there is not much drop. Everything has increased across the country. In Auckland, it says January, it fell by 0.4%, so 0.4. But then February, it says that it went up by 10%. And then everywhere else in New Zealand, it went up by 14% as well. So it's really hard to say whether it's actually dropped significantly. Oh no, hold on. Hold on, sorry guys. I'm just comparing the data between 2021 and 2022. So year on year, Auckland has dropped a little bit. The rest of the country stayed the same, and we're good. So those that are in Auckland looking to sell, I was just talking to the guy this morning from Auckland, and I said, look, just wait it out. If you can wait it out, don't sell right now. Just wait. The market will pick up again. You can resell it in 3 months' time, hopefully at the same price without much loss. For the rest of the country, as I said just before, yeah, so it depends if you're a seller or a buyer. If you're a seller, maybe don't sell because you will be selling at a loss right now. But if you're a buyer, definitely good time to buy. And same for the investors. So if you're looking to buy an investment property, definitely go for it. Awesome. Any other questions before I disappear back to my motherly duties? No? All good. Oh, cool. Awesome. Thank you so much. I see some awesome thumbs up. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for dropping in. I hope this is a little bit useful. As I said, I try to keep it nice and quick. I don't want to sit here rambling away for an hour like economists do. This is just a snapshot. If you want particular advice, if you want personalized advice, please come to me direct. You know where to find me. And as always, I do appreciate all your referrals as well to your friends and family. And now the cat has joined me as well. So I better run out of this